Hey, look, who's on the line? We got a Caledonian fan on the line. Tough times, huh? Hey, your whole life revolving around men playing for a league.
Man, I totally identify with God, I love a dude with a big pituitary gland. I love the Cowboys, man, but this year I'm telling you, they're going to need to score some points and get some yardage and win the game.
Yeah, if they don't win, men will be beating their wives with good reason. Hey, they got to start playing to win, trying to score some on the other team. Hey, I wish I had a wife so she could beat me.
Here's what I say, man. If you want to be number one, you got to go for first place.
I know. Hey, I mean, it's great stating the obvious, but once you get paid for it, things get really complicated.
Man, I was at their training camp this spring, and the mood in the locker room, dude, guy.
I had a dog once look a lot like you.
Baby star Butterfly and Ariana Grande and Kylian Mbappe and Cami No Kula Diamond Episode 9. Team Ariana Grande.
Team Extentation.
Team Big Gang.
Families for life, homie, you down? We gon' roll, homie, or what?
Young people today ain't
I'ma put in some work, you down? You gon' represent the set now, homie? Let's roll, homie, families. For the Grove, dude, we gotta put work in. Homie, let's roll on some bust.
Thank you, Baby Star Butterfly and Ariana Grande and Cami.
Thank you, Kylian Mbappe. Thank you, Kylian Mbappe. Thank you, Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, Ariana Grande virus revenue now, Ariana Grande. Oh, Kylian Mbappe loves the Indala. And Manon now Kylian Mbappe.
Okay, me ready now. I hate you.
Lessons about real capitalism.
Dad, I lost all my money.
You've learned a valuable lesson. Son, it's time for your first lap dance.
Yeah, guns.
Time is meaningless in the land of tomorrow. It's the Starfish Resort and Casino Hotel in Las Venturas. Mom can...
Next up on WCTR, the news, we try to make it interesting and not depressing.
This is Leanne Forget WCTR News. Foreigners are coming. Who are they and why should we care? The FDA warns shampoo is killing. Your unborn child plus protests continue outside the Zebra Bar Candy Company now for traffic and transit with Richard Burns.
That's right, Leanne. I'm Richard Burns. The aftermath of the devastating earthquake continues. Travel is still severely restricted. Casualties, which is truly unfortunate, as it makes for incredibly boring news. The federal government is still refusing aid to help rebuild bridges, and everyone is blaming each other. The governor is threatening to bomb Australia despite scientific proof it wasn't their fault. Richard Burns, WCTR.
Police say gang trouble is on the rise again, especially in Los Santos. Forces believe it is linked to the rising drugs trade, while others blame the fascist pig. Also in gang news, customs officials report a huge influx of Russian mobsters and cheap weapons since the fall of the wall. The governor's office said everything is okay. In Vinewood News, rapper Mad Dog was celebrating the launch of his new clothing line. Richard caught up with him.
Thing about Mad Dog is I'm thinking about becoming...
You do realize you're a stereotype.
I am not. I am an individual. There's no other entertainment commentator who is camp, sassy, and bitchy. Leave me alone, has been.
Boys, please. Magicians, singers, jugglers, and more are part of the vaudeville performances at the Perestroika Club. The master of ceremonies had this to say.
We have best entertainment in the whole of the city. You don't like real cabaret entertainment? Don't come. You offended by men throwing knives at ex-girlfriends? Don't come. Some nights we have coke, other night trash a woman, drink too much, sings about her stepfather and sex change. It's a good time.
Juggling, spousal abuse, magic, people bursting into song, sex changes. Sounds just like a night at my parents' house.
I would love to get paid to throw knives at bitches. I would be a bitch knife ass throwing motherfucker.
And more on terrible tragedy.
Ah, that's right. We haven't had a paparazzi beaver shot for weeks.
Baby star Butterfly and Ariana Grande and Kylian.
The internet one more time? I'll be back in therapy.
Actually, no. What we're talking about is the death of actor Wayne Tierson, who died a few weeks ago, but whose death has got great ratings and web hits.
Oh, yes. Tierson was found dead in a Las Venturas brothel, and Vinewood is struggling to come to terms with their loss. Shock. Mourning. This is a tragic blow to the entertainment industry, and one we here at Biz are determined to help stretch out.
Oh, there. It's terrible. I feel your pain. A 20-year-old millionaire dying of too many lap dances and too many drugs. It's a...
One of the say hi to my stepbrother Phil, who's been undergoing a hair transplant today. Hey Phil, if you're listening, I hope it sticks this time. I won't tell anyone you've got plugs, honey. I'm really proud of you.
That's great, honey, but if you want shout-outs, call the rap station.
That's offensive, and I'm really offended by what you're saying. I'm a smoker. This used to be a free country.
When?
Ha, good point, Dolly. Gotcha. Yes, good point. But remember, our founding fathers grew tobacco. It relaxed them between stressful stints of genocide and witch-burning. And you're so against raising taxes, smokers pay more taxes than anyone. My grandfather smoked his whole life. He lived until he was 32. So what I'm saying is, why can't we encourage more smoking and use the money to pay for better health care and some cultural programs, bringing expressive dance and sun worship back to the inner cities?
Worrying about the inner city has ruined your academic career. This woolly thinking is going to ruin your chances of getting anywhere with meetings. The thing is, smoking is good because it lets people make a lot of money, but so is selectively culling the population. So what I'm proposing is a change in the proposition. Let people smoke, but make cigarettes much cheaper and force everyone to smoke. That way we weed out the weak, make a lot of money in tax, and keep our national heritage intact.
Line 2, you're on I Say, You Say.
Hi! I listen every time to your show. It really made me think about the world in a whole new way. I moved out of the city because it sucks. Now I live in a compound surrounded by barbed wire. Shoot and kill anyone I don't recognize on my land. Just want to say thank you. That's quality broadcasting.
Yeah, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. Have you got a question?
Yeah, I got corpses from 15 illegal immigrants in my yard. I killed them all myself with my bare hands. Could I get a tax break for all this unpaid work?
Good question. I would certainly hope so. Ask your accountant if you can register them as dependents. Then hide most of your net worth offshore in a complex money laundering system designed to support the drugs trade. Then you can pay virtually no taxes and complain about how awful you think the whole country is, knowing you're doing as little as possible to help.
Cool, thanks. That's good advice.
I'm appalled at you, Mary Phillips. Why? Because that man has a garden full of corpses, and you're talking about money laundering.
Yes, it's a great opportunity for some profit-centric thinking.
You missed a wonderful opportunity to talk about recycling and organ donation.
Oh, God, give me strength. I married a fool.
I married a fool.
You know, when we first met, Peyton, I thought you were so glamorous with your long hair and big ideas. You were studying for a PhD in cultural ceramic history or cross-cultural underwear or something, and I was very young, very foolish. Now I see you for what you are.
And what's that exactly?
An intellectual cesspit, a middle-class disaster, a guilt trip wrapped in neuroses and completely unable to function in this society. No wonder I've begun to sleep around.
And on that note, we have to go visit our...
A superstar, I mean, you know, I've done everything I can do in the rap game. I won shit hands down. Nobody can handle me, you know. Lifetime champ, no shit. Can I say shit?
Oh, hey man, it's cool.
That's cool. Okay, no shit. I got clothes. I got labels coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing drinks. I got shoes. Tires, rims, thinking, you know, next day just being a full-on superstar. No, you get to wear a tight suit and nail a lot of tail, you dig. You know what I do in real life. Ought to get me a drink though right now, cause I'm thirsty, you know.
What a troubled man. Sounds like he should lay off the sauce. Also today, a Tourette's theater group banned from the park, unless they take up mine. And finally, in foreign news, a suspected U.S. agent was caught in Panama selling weaponry to right-wing guerrillas, causing a major incident. But we plan mostly to gloss over the implications and hope you enjoy some sporting activity tonight. The State Department is advising against foreign travel. This was Leanne Forget WCTR News. Let's be careful out there.
Turn over in case you learned something. The news is next.
Leanne Forget WCTR News. Unfair and skewed for you in the top stories. Everyone is trying to kill you, but at least you're not in prison yet. Disgraced movie star Jack Howitzer broke his silence recently following his on-air murder of radio host Billy Dexter, facing trial and a possible death sentence. Howitzer spoke to Richard. WCTR would like to be clear. We did pay for this interview. you?
That's right, Leanne, I am Richard Burns here in Los Santos prison. As we all know, since politicians stopped musicians from coming here about shooting your woman on drugs, everyone is now questioning their sexuality. Jack Howitzer, you're facing a death sentence. How do you feel about that?
I broke out of a POW camp in Korea, all right? So I'll be out of here soon.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a movie, and it wasn't real.
Oh no, it was real. I'm a veteran of over 40 films. But
This thing's so bad.
It's about marking your territory, my man. You don't mark your territory, do you? You should try it. Pee on the front door of your office. Just see if anybody thinks of coming near you.
Okay, I would try that. Thank you so much for the advice, Maurice.
Oh, I'm here to help, sailor.
Gardening with Maurice, only on WCTR.
The news and all the other things that really matter to you. Like sensationalist bullshit.
I miss little Vincent so much. He loved to play baseball. I was driving him to practice. I guess I was busy making eyes at the guy driving next to me. I didn't notice he was sticking his head out the window, his blonde hair blowing in the wind.
Honey, Vince's hair was black.
That's not the point. We're lucky he was adopted, so we just got another. It's my life, and I don't want to forget anything.
Documenting every moment of life is very important. Take plenty of pictures of your wife. You never know when she might leave you for another man. It's important to document your happiness while it lasts. And use Vakari Film when your son wins the game, when your daughter gets herpes. Vakari Film. Memories are forever. Sort of.
Up next, it's Area 53 and Marvin Trill broadcasting live from his trailer in the desert.
A new planet found in space. Is it really a planet or a decoy put up to confuse us? Ghosts, time travel, and the flushing toilet. Which way did Newton's toilet spiral? And finally, are women made from sand? We explore deeper and get to the truth. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Hello, you're on the line.
Yeah, hi. I'm a truck driver and listen to your show all the time. I see a lot of unexplained phenomena out there, especially in restrooms. I agree with you about the
Baby Star Butter.
Heard to me. Why are you even listening to me? Turn off all electrical devices, including your radio. Hector and San Garcia, why are you still listening?
Because I was hoping you could explain these noises.
What?
God, not you too.
Now think about the things we talked about today. Think. Seriously, think. Can it be real? Can it be false? We'll see you next time in Area 53. Be careful out there, wherever you are.
That was Area 53. We're sorry. Up next on WCTR, it's the Man Coaches Hate. It's Derek Thackeray in the tight end zone. Brought to you by Eris Pump Up Shoes. Because women love a winner, and winners wear shoes.
Should we, start with the national anthem? Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I got two.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
Now it's time for something really important. Fat men talking about games they don't.
But I've got a different Ho Chi now. Say hello to the newsman, Ho Chi.
Hey, hello, Jack Howitzer.
The other team, they can't win.
You have some spooky insights into sports, dude. I love your show, man. I love you.
Yeah, great talking to you. Excuse me. Hey, that's really perceptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning the state to install a urinal trough in front of each row of seats. Now, it's so inconvenient having to leave your seat, make everyone stand up, to let you by, then go stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, half the time we can barely walk anyway, all right? So we'll be handing out petitions that say support the team. Don't leave the game, pee at your seat. Going to the phone.
I'm a big fight fan. Love a bit of a punch-up. Since my wife and children are taken into a shelter, my friend said, Chuck, you obviously love hitting things. So I've gotten in the box. How about that fight between Gonzalez and Getty?
Well, there's one thing about boxing I always remember. One man wins, the other goes home a loser. Because in boxing, unlike most sports, gravity works.
You gotta be shitting me.
Hey, Derek Thackeray, don't shit on no one. But I do like to piss on my seat and at my seat too. Not really on it, so stay out of the way.
The fight game, that ain't rigged, is it?
Of course not. Hey, how could anything professional be fake?
Oh, Kylian Mbappe loves the Indola, and Manon now Kylian Mbappe.
Of America, who encourages you to get out and play hard.
Oh, Kylian loves...
Hello, I'm James Bedeston, World Traveler, and this is the Wild Traveler. We're discussing the world and all of its many pleasures. Let me put it like this. Why have a hot dog from an uncaring vendor by the bathroom when you can attend a beer-guzzling marathon in Germany with enormous men and taste a wonderful German's wurst? The world is full of incredible things, and you can discover them for yourself. Come along, I'll take you there.
Oh, Kylian loves Kula, and Manon now Kylian Bapper. Oh, Kylian
It was dusk, and the sun bled red over the city in Thailand as Ched brought me a sparkling water. A delicate, handsome, lovely young boy. A world of possibilities. But war is folly, and we can only unite by visiting these epochs of culture, where a man can be himself, smoke cigarettes, dress in gladiator clothing if he likes. We mustn't force our way and culture upon other people's. Rather, breathe it in, become part of it. Maybe Hemingway was right about love. Maybe Freud was. We're all fighting inside to let a wild creature mate in the rain. I travel, therefore I am. This is a show that embraces culture from around the world. Let's take our first caller. Hello?
Yeah, I totally agree with you about Australia. And you're right, the moon is shit. Also, I was thinking of visiting Colombia. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, yes, fantastic forms of recreation to be had in Colombia. It's a blizzard of excitement. And cheap. The rails are great. And long. Bolivia's not bad either. Or Peru. You'll be surprised to find out how the party never stops.
How's the food?
Well, a lighter is the most you need to cook up food. But there's scarcely time to eat, my boy. You'll meet fascinating people, feel so comfortable you'll rip your clothes off and howl.
Oh, Kylian loves the Indala, and Manon now Kylian Bapper.
And civilization. Europe is not the real world. This is.
Well, I love to slum about in a dirty youth hostel with communal showers as much as the next man. Sometimes more. But I have to agree, Europe is overrated. Eastern Europe was good for a few years after the wall came down, but even there the police are too strict. You just can't let your hair down. There are far more unexplored pleasures to be had in the Far East. Next caller, you're on the Wild Traveler.
Hey, I've been listening to you go on and on about traveling. Do you know how expensive it is to fly to Asia? Russia saw the light. They're all coming here to set up crime families and run numbers. South America, everyone went extinct there. They have less culture there than the content of my toilet bowl. Rainforest, schmain forest. And Mexico, if I wanted to be that close to my ancient ancestors, I'd be banging my mother-in-law instead of my wife's best friend.
Look, we can fight like beasts or agree to disagree. I'm sure the summit of your aspirations in life is a cheerleader with fake guns, but some of us think a little more exotically than this. Next caller, vamos, buenos dias and noches. If you don't smile, I won't deep. Order! Sorry, got lost for a second. Speak.
Hey, I love this show. I'm a huge fan. I visit all the places you recommended, and in a lot of them, they're still talking about you. I even saw posters of you in the customs booth at the airport in the Philippines. You rock!
And no doubt, I love Manila. Had a great time.
But that show you did last week, what was the name of that spiritual center in Bangkok?
The Wild Dragon's Happy Ending. Very spiritual. You will find inner peace.
Awesome. I can't wait. Thanks, man.
Yes, we all love to travel, get away from it all, get away from the people with computers and their databases, the police harassing you for doing nothing. I just hate showing up to some place to enjoy myself and people are being forced from their homes by war or famine or whatever. Life is great. Stop ruining it.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
Like to go? We can't talk right. I love you all. I'm your host, Christy McIntyre. Let's go to the phones.
Hi, Christy. My wife and I love your show. It really helped.
Aw, thanks. Do you want to tell us about it? Okay. Jenny on the line from Santa Maria. Hi, Jenny. How's your heart?
Broken, like my arm and two of my ribs.
What happened?
I married my dog, sweetheart, and it all went wrong. He's become a drunk, and he has a substance problem too. And now he beats me every day.
Stay with him, honey. After all, you're only lonely.
But he keeps threatening to kill me.
Jenny, do you know the meaning of the phrase homewrecker?
No.
What about selfish bitch? I want to bring people together, not break them apart. Who's on the phones? It's a big, lonely state out there.
Well, I'm married. I'm watching you right now in the shower.
Hey, dude, my name's Brian. I call from Las Venturas. I want to talk about my heart.
Why do men just repeat back what you say and never listen? Are you brain dead, Brian?
Oh, actually, it's ironic that you say that. It's because my wife's been brain dead for years.
Oh, so sorry. I seemed all insensitive for a second there, possibly ruining my career. Would it help if I slept with you?
Oh, probably not, dude, though. She wouldn't even notice. I mean, I get away with it all the time now. Even after I did it with her sister. Actually, our relationship is better than ever. I mean, the passion is amazing. It's like I'm a new person each time. If she was back to the way she was before the accident, wow, I'd put her in a coma myself. I mean, it's fantastic.
That's very informative.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
Back to the tight end zone. Now it's time for something really important. Fat men talking about games they don't really understand, played by people they don't know. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. What a crazy year it's been. Let's recap. Drug scandals involving preschool soccer moms. Woo! And the national finals, rich and popular people are fighting it out. Pay attention. The country is in mourning. And most importantly, sportswear. We talked to a fitness expert about the crucial role of endorsed clothing. And who could forget, we visit the greatest moments.
Here he comes. He's in the shadows. There he is. Is he going to make it? Yes, he did. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have just witnessed is the biggest moment in world history. Who cares about a Declaration of Independence or discovery of penicillin? You have just seen one man score a point. When the rest of the world discovers TV, they'll be able to see this. Wow, isn't that amazing? He did what he was paid to do.
We love sports more than you love it or loathe it. Let's talk about it. Stay tight and let's go to the phones.
Yeah, the Wolves! Hey, Derek, my name's Jason, and I'm a Wolves fan. First-time caller. I don't vote, I can't be bothered. But I will kick your ass if you disrespect my sports team.
Okay, the Wolves. That's team playing sports as if they cared.
Yeah, the Wolves! I don't care who's sleeping with who on the team.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Okay. Hey, let's take another call. Who's on the phone? Hello, caller. You're on with the tight end of radio.
Hey, I'm a big Olympics fan. Always have been, since day one. Been to every one.
Me too. I love the games, especially the luge. I'm married, so sliding down an icy tunnel of doom at high speed makes sense.
Yeah, I know about frigid action myself. I mean, they gotta be kidding me. Since when has running been an Olympic sport? Running ain't a sport. Don't make me puke. Anyone can run. My ex-wife made me an athlete. I ran my ass off when the Red Baron flew into town.
I tell you, when I was a kid, there were only 3 sports that mattered. Football, baseball, and killing communists. And I had a great childhood. Really great, even if my uncle did come.
Last Ho Chi, say it like an Asian girl.
A he-wo hi.
Well, Jack Howitzer, that is a fine prison bitch. Where can I get one of those? Ha ha. Richard Burns W.